Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to add hooks to your WordPress Astra theme. Before we get started, let's talk about what hooks are. According to the WordPress official documentation, hooks are a way for one piece of code to interact or modify another piece of code at a specific predefined spot. So let's take a look at that in action. So here we have our home page. And let's say we wanted to announce a sale or discount coupon vouchers. Well, let's take a look at one way we could do that. The first way we could do that is either to customize from here or from our dashboard. Click on Customize, and we will edit our website header. Okay, so check this out. Let's head over to the header builder. And we'll have our header here, and then we can make a new widget here or HTML. Let's use a widget. Okay, and it should be empty here. There we go, add widget. And let's put a heading. Okay, and then the heading will say, let's say, all right, anniversary sale, and we'll put and then this countdown is from Spectra, but you could just download any that you want. And you'll see here that it's kind of big, and it's going to take a while. Obviously, right here, it's all blanks and dashes. That's just the WordPress customizer having a hard time keeping up previewing our changes. So here it is, and we can configure, let's say, here, more settings, and we can change the color. And we can put a background, let's say, let's call it blue. Make it blue. All right, and then we can have our text alignment. We can make it round, and we can change the digit colors. We can make the digits white, so they're easier to see, so on and so forth. And we can set them for whenever we want. Let's say our anniversary sale is in June 21st, right? And we can configure it how we want. But the problem here is that even if we did change the spacing and the orientation and so on, we'd have to mess around with our header all the time. And then we can click on Publish, and then once that's saved and then we refresh our home page, we'll get our countdown timer in our header. But what if we didn't want this on our whole website? Okay, sure, we could customize our transparent header and then choose whether or not we want to enable it on or disable it on certain pages. But that means that we'd have to keep on changing our header every single time. So one way to do this, well, this is just an example, of course, with a countdown timer, but you can do it with anything, with a discount voucher, with an announcement. Let's learn how to use hooks on WordPress Astra. So let's go ahead and let's save our changes here to remove this countdown timer. And let's head over to our dashboard and go over to Astra and click on Site Builder. Okay, we're here on the Site Builder, and here we have layouts for headers, footers, specific pages, archives, and anything that you'd want to make. But right now, let's focus on hooks. So let's click on Create a Layout, and it'll take us to the block editor. So this block editor is specific for patterns that we'll make on the WordPress Astra site editor. So we can just add a title here, let's say, and we can hide that. This is just a placeholder so that we'd have a name on our list. So let's go ahead and add a heading, and let's call it, and we can change the font color. Let's make it white, and we can always change it. Oops. And we can always change it to something else if we wanted to, and make it dark green. There you go. And let's go ahead and change this to columns, right? And we can add a countdown timer here. Countdown, because we just used it. And we can configure it again. Let's say June 21st, what was it? And then we can change all of the styles from here. Let's say we want it right justified. We want there to be a background color on this. Let's say light green. And we want our text, our digits, to be polar white. And then our labels will also be white. And our separators, oops, there we go. Our separators will be black. And let's see if we can add, let's see if we can add this here. All right, down there. Okay, and I've added a container here, and we can choose this, and we'll have 2 spaces here. And we can move this down into here, and we'll have this over in here, and it should fit. And we could probably decrease the size of the text to maybe medium or large. There we go, just so it's in line. And let's go ahead and figure out how to place this on our site. So we have our site here, and click on this Astra icon, Site Builder. And right now the layout is on hooks by default because that's what we selected earlier. And now we can choose where to place it. Now all of these are hook points, as I'd call them. And let's say we want to put it on the header. We can put it on masthead top, and you'll just have to figure out which ones these mean or where they go. Again, it depends on your theme and what you're looking for, because some of these might just be the same. So let's put it on the header. Let's put it before header above container, and then let's click on publish. And we should be able to refresh now and see our hook. If it doesn't appear, let's go ahead and choose a different place. Okay, we can probably put it head top, and I believe I forgot to do something. Here we go. Display in user conditions. So from here, we can also choose to display it on the whole website, or only on the front page, or only on the shop page, or on certain posts, or specific ones, right? So if you wanted an announcement for a certain product, like we have some delays or something, you could do that with this. So let's go ahead and just put it on the entire website. And we can also choose the opposite. And you can also choose certain, like, permissions is a good way to describe it. So if users are logged out, we could put a certain message for them there. Okay, so we can update this, and now once we refresh our page, we should get our hook on here. Okay, now this is very basic, and you can configure it however you want. This is just an ordinary block editor. If you wanted to add images, you could do so. If you wanted to add literally anything from the block inserter, as well as patterns. So if you wanted certain banners, there's templates for banners here. If you wanted certain galleries to showcase certain items, if you wanted to showcase products from WooCommerce, you could do that with the patterns from here. See, it even has patterns for discounts and sales. So let's take a look at where else we can place this. So obviously this is head top. We can put it at masthead bottom, or let's say after header. All right, we can update that, and once we refresh this, it should no longer be up top here, but down here. And it messes up our header because we have a transparent header on here, but that's just part of using the site builder and hooks, is that you can choose exactly where to put it. So maybe we can try content top here, and let's see if it puts it between our header here and over here. Okay, and it changed the size because it starts to follow the container layout. Now we can put it even lower. Let's see. Now let's try with primary content top and see if that makes a difference. It doesn't, and that's fine. Let's say we went to our blog over here, and it appears correctly on the bottom. So one way we could go around that is to change the display and user conditions and just leave it at, let's see, all posts archive. All right, do not display on the front page, and we can update it. And okay, it's saved. Once we return home, it shouldn't be there. But if we went to our About Us page, it also shouldn't be there. And if we went to our blog archive, it appears for us there. Likewise, if we wanted it to be on the bottom of the page, let's say on our footer, we could do the same thing and click on footer up here, before footer. All right, and that should show it off to us, and we'll set that on the entire website just so that it's easier for us to see. Okay, we'll update that, and we can scroll all the way down. And wait, let's refresh it. Excuse me. Let's refresh it, and it should be down here. Once the page reloads, there we have it. So that's the basic way of how to use hooks on WordPress Astra. If you wanted it to be only for a certain time period, let's say we wanted this to be enabled from a certain period, we'll make an announcement. We can set that here, and then we can end it on the day itself, which is June 21st. So these are just elements of the site builder. So that's how we use hooks on WordPress Astra. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.